Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And I'm out here in the middle of the desert, a little ways away from my homestead because I had a little tingly Spidey Sense go off on me while I was watering my plants. I stepped outside and looked in this direction, and there was a pickup truck parked out here. And they were eyeballing the back side of my water tank. And I've heard that people have been getting water stolen out here by the illegal growers. And it's been in the paper and been on the news, so I'm keeping my eyes open. And I think I might end up coming out here within the next few days or so and driving some poles and stringing up some barbed wire fencing so they can't sneak in from the backside. Anyway, look at the size of this rabbit hole here. It's a nice sized rabbit den. It's got some air holes there. I hope the wind's not too bad. I didn't bring my microphone with me because all I could carry was my cell phone and my arm extension, the 40 cal with 3 full mags, just in case. Didn't want to get caught by surprise. But anyway, I came out because I wanted to take pictures of the tire tracks. I did have good pictures of the truck itself. I got up on top of my water tank there and on my staircase with my binoculars, and I took some nice pictures. I think I'm going to end up ordering one of those things online. It's been advertised on my channel a couple of times. I don't know if you people have seen it, but apparently you can clip this thing onto your cell phone and you can bring things that are like 30 miles away right up close, and if it was a person 30 miles away, you can zoom in so well you could read their lips while they were talking. Of course, you wouldn't be able to hear them because it doesn't enhance sound, but it'd be interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up again. I did save the link to it. I'll have to check it out and see if I can't get one of those, because that'll come in handy. Instead of walking all the way out here like I did, I would just go up on top of the water tower and talk to the girls from Petticoat Junction. No, not them. I'd stand up there and Betty Joe, Bobby Joe, and Billy Joe. But I could stand up there and I could zoom in and take a picture of their license plate, things like that. That would come in handy. So anyway, that was my excitement for today. It's cooled down right now. The sky's kind of clouding over, and looks like it's raining over there. It was coming right at me, and then it made it made an L turn and went over that direction and away from me. But it's cooled down quite a bit. I started off this morning when it was cool out. There was no wind, but it was comfortable. It was only in the upper 70s. So I started taking some of those pallets apart, and I've got 3 of them disassembled, and the 4x4s all cleaned with the nails all pulled out of them and stored inside of the garage. And if I ever get there, I gotta watch where I'm stepping here, because this is snake season, and when it cools off like this, the snakes will come out because the ground's not too hot to burn their bellies. So I'm kind of like keeping a vigil as I walk through here, and they like to hide in little holes like that, especially the young Mojave greens. They'll back up into that hole, and then you're walking by and they just spring out and just bing, catch you right in the ankle. And if you want to really ruin your day, getting bit in the ankle by even a young Mojave green is not any fun. I almost thought that stick right there was a young Mojave green. Oh, anyway, I'm almost back here. And my friend Andy texted me a picture of a pretty nice little alarm system with these little detectors that you can put out at different locations. And I'll have to check into that, because I think the hot sun, the dry weather, things like that might just not be very healthy for those things out here. So I'll check into those. What I'd like to get is those ones that I've also seen advertised. They have a little blank 12 gauge shotgun shell, and you can set them up so that they're mousetrap type detonator, where if somebody just steps on it, it goes off. Or you can put them on a tripwire, so if somebody comes in and tries to sneak them from the backside, they hit the tripwire and a couple of these things go off. They sound like a 12 gauge shotgun, but there's no BBs or pellets or anything like that. It's just a warning system. It doesn't actually shoot anybody. I'm not saying that somebody probably hasn't tried modifying a shotgun shell to work with the thing, but who knows in today's day and world. One of these days I'm going to get over here and clean this mess up too. It's starting to look a little junky around here, and I need to get things cleaned up. Alright, so we're back here. You can see the pallet pile's a lot lower over there. And there's the 4x4s all stacked up. So those are going to come in real handy. So I'm going to try to get a few more of those done tonight, and then work again on some more tomorrow. I've been stacking the 2x6s. I still have to pull the nails from them. But I'm stacking the good 2x6s here, good 2x4s there, and 2x6s that cracked, but I can cut them down to 2x4s. And then over here, same thing. These are all cracked, but I can cut them down to 2x4s or 2x3s. And then the scrap wood that's really cracked, too bad to do anything with, I'll stack that over by the fire pit. So come cooler weather, sitting out at night, have campfire wood. So I'll be pulling this one apart next. And the way I've been doing it is basically I got my big old pry bar here, and sometimes I can just work it in the slot under here, and I could just work it in like this and give it a couple of rocks. See, that one cracked. And some of these they use some really good ring shanks, and other ones they use aluminum nails. So anyway, if they break like that, what I end up doing is I take this tip and I'll jam it in and work them up like that. See that? So that's how I've been taking them apart. And then I can take all of these in inside the garage to get in the shade, so I'm not working out in the sun when it's really super hot out here. And I'll pull all the nails from those, and that's got a big chunk taken out of the end, but I can trim that down to a 2x4 and a short 2x3, or even a long 2x2. Always, everything that you find is always resources. It's always something that you could use. So I don't throw anything away unless it really needs to be thrown away. But I've got to get organized out here. The weather has really been holding me off. The winds came up this afternoon. The clouds moved in like it was going to rain. Never did. Upper atmospheric rain only, never hit the ground here. But over there, it's making it to the ground. And that's like the third day in a row I've seen them get rain over there. Just about 30 miles from me, but nothing here. And interesting stuff. So anyway, this set of tools right here I use when the nails are still stuck in the 4x4. I'll put, sorry, I had something got in my eye. I'll put my hammer right in front of the nail. I'll hook that under there, and that gives me perfect leverage to pop those nails out. So that works really well. All right, today's tip of the day, for those of you who are going to be out off grid or are already off grid and don't know this, you learn this very quickly in construction. And that is, in the heat of the summer when the sun is out, if you lay a bar down like this on the ground or anywhere else, even on a table, if you lay it down like that, when you go to grab it after a few minutes, it will burn your hand. It will be so hot it'll burn your hand. So the thing we learn in construction is you stand your tools up. That's why you'll see a guy that's working with a bar, stick it in the ground. He'll never lay it down, because when he goes to pick it back up again, he'll burn his hands. So, tip that you need to remember, any long-handled metal tools, bars, pipes, anything like that, remember, stand them up, don't lay them down in the sun. All right, these are the bands, the metal bands that are wrapped around these things on the ends. And what I do is I find the area where they've been clipped together like this, and then I just cut it right there. And then I get these pieces of metal bands right there. And you say, well, what are you saving those for? Oh my God, do those things come in handy. You can strap things together, just the nails will shoot right through them. They come in really handy, and I got a fly on my arm that I shook him 3 times and he just stayed right there. He didn't want to get off. That must be sweet. All right, everybody. So I did spend a little time in Tokuzi today, and just right after I got out of it, I walked back in the cabin for a second, and I heard this roar coming at me, and I went, what the heck? And I got outside just in time to watch a gigantic dust devil that was from where I'm standing all the way past the greenhouse. That's how big the base of that thing was. Come right across my cabin and down my driveway and head out across the desert that way. What a big, nasty dust devil. And on the local news a couple of days ago, one of the fireworks stands down the road near Palmdale Road, I guess it was, in Hesperia. It got shredded by a giant dust devil, and they showed pictures of that. It was just gone, just a pile of trash. I wonder if the guy's selling the scrap wood. Anyway, that's all I have for today, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is G-Bear reminding you, don't forget the thumbs up down there, and don't forget to subscribe. We're almost there. I think the last time I checked, I only needed like 13 or 14 more people to reach that 5,000 mark. Then we're going to have that easy, pleasy, peasy, easy, double easy, triple easy giveaway. A collectible. Some lucky viewer out there who is subscribed to my channel. You have to be a subscriber, and it's easy for me to check. But I'd like to think that most of you people out there are honest. But yeah, there'll be a nice giveaway item coming up, and we'll do that on the 5,000 mark as soon as I reach the 5,000 mark. So thanks for joining me. This is G-Bear signing off.